What's up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? How you all doing? Cosmic Carry here, bringing you another Water Tanks video. And today I shall be rolling out in my T-95 Tier 9 American TD. Fantastic tank, it's a very popular tank, love-hate tank. What can I say? It is what it is. It's either you have the epic games, the fantastic games, the amazing games, or you have just blah games where you don't see any action whatsoever and you're just left hanging and you come out bottom of the leaderboard. And what can I say? It is what it is, you know. Top Gun 155mm. I believe the pen is 275, something like that. Damage 750, etc, etc. It not the most accurate, but good enough. I think it's 0.38, and I think it's just over 3 rounds per minute. And as you can see, I'm preparing myself. I kind of evaluated, and I do this for the most part on most maps. I kind of see which way the friendlies are gonna go, and I kind of evaluate which flank is the weakest, and I set up shop. I set up my tank for that flank to collapse and to fend off that flank, because bottom line with this tank is about defense, fending off that flank, stopping that flank, deterring that flank, putting them off, or, with them shooting at me, just bouncing off me, tracking me non-stop, but not actually inflicting any kind of damage. If maybe a little bit of damage here and there with some lucky shots onto the, pardon me, on the commander's hatches, but there's so many times I'm just holding a flank back, not pushing through. Absolutely, how can I push through with this thing? Your options are so limited when it comes to actually doing stuff, actually doing physical, actually physically moving your tank due to its speed, because by the time you've decided to move over to a certain situation, that situation has passed, because it'll take you forever and a day to get there. And yeah, so it's a bit of a, it's like a time machine. You're trying to predict stuff that's going down, that's happening, etc, etc. But with me, my best success in this tank is defense. I've got that frontal armor. It's there for a reason, and and that's what I do. I put it to good use. I just defend the base. But there's certain game modes, like what is it, encounter, I think, where you have to physically, go to the base and to defend it, to take it, and that's a different kettle of fish. That's a little bit trickier, so to speak. And yeah, so initially you saw me knocking down all the buildings. That was in order to, because those buildings are gonna inhibit, what I can see, my view range, and all of that good stuff. And I want to be able to see. And so I just knocked everything down, and yeah, and basically my plan was just stay at the base, defend the base, little medium here, kind of threatening what I'm planning to do. Keep in mind, artillery is in play, and I'm fully aware of that. And my plan is to do what I'm doing right now, and but to pull back next to that. The power tower there, right behind me, that is indestructible, and I was planning to simply fend off the bad guys and protect myself from artillery with the tower. You can't see, it's actually to my left, the brick building with the power lines, etc, etc. So that way, I'm protected. Took care of that medium. And that way I'm protected from artillery somewhat. And there it is. You can see it to the right hand side, and you can see me pulling back, and just like I had predicted, you know, the flank has collapsed. The flank in the town has collapsed. There's only one TD left. I think it's a Jagdtiger 88, and that's it. And there's a medium down below, IS 8, IS 8, IS 6, whichever. And yeah, nice shot there. Nice shot there. Good there. Good kill. Picking up my third kill of the game, and you can see what I'm hoping, you know, that this structure to my left is protecting me from artillery. And not only that, these pods, these water tanks, the brown water tanks to the left as well, possibly maybe might be affecting the trajectory arch of the artillery shelf. So, you know, it's just, I guess it's dependent on where they're located, all of that good stuff. So here come the bad guys, and my plan is working out perfectly. I hope this one doesn't. He does. I was like, thank you, because if he had dipped down, I wouldn't been able to see him. And you know, and it's all about keeping the enemies in front of you. Just keep them in front of you, and as long as they're in front of you, that, oh, pardon me, that's it. You're golden. You're fine. You know, there's no problems. Once they get round to your flanks, to your left, to your right, to your sides, and you're done for. You're dead. You know, a lot of times I'll simply put the controller down. You know, when there's a scout or a medium on my flank, I'll just put the controller down. I won't even bother. And because you're dead. You're dead. You can only face forwards. You're a TD, and your traverse speed. I'm pretty sure it's a guess, but I'm pretty sure it's the slowest traverse speed of all the tanks in World of Tanks. And Mr. T-32 being very brave there, so kudos to you, buddy. But you know, I'm aware what a T-32 can do, and I'm aware where to shoot into the T-32, not the turret. There we go. Sneak it in there, yeah, right into his hull. And that threat is eliminated. Yet to lose any hit points, and we're good to go. We're golden. And it kind of reminds me. Oh, got some damage there. Kind of reminds me of the Waffentrager, where people are just afraid to approach you. You know, they're just afraid to approach you, and that's what's gonna happen now. You know, this is gonna make for a very, very boring game. Unfortunately, it's gonna get very boring very quickly because none of the enemies, you know, grow a pair basically. But you know, it's just a tier 8 TD out there. There's an E-75 on the other side, which I've knocked off like 90% of his hit points. Artie's all the way in the back somewhere, and there's a second heavy dueling with my heavy all the way to the left. And so, you know, they're kind of in a weak situation, weak position. You know, I'm sure if Artie had a mic plugged in, he would have been saying, you know, to the E-75, get in there, you know. But my options are so limited. They truly are. If I push forward and I get caught out in the open, you know, I'm the douchebag of the game. You know, even though I've got 5 kills to my name and I've shut this entire flank down, if I push forward, it's, you know, face palm, you're an idiot. Yeah, that's World of Tanks. It's either you're the hero of the day or you're the complete idiot noob of the day, you know. And yeah, but I'm truly limited here. I'm truly limited. If I push forward, the E-75 can flank me so easily. I've got no backup apart from artillery. The heavy's all the way to over there to the left, and yeah, you know, I'm so limited with options due to my speed. And not only that, you know, the E-75 lights me up artillery. Pardon me, keep on burping. A lot of ad-libbing in this commentary, but what can you do? You know, you're so limited. And the only thing that does eventually push me forward is the timer. You know, that's the only thing that eventually pushes me forward. And my heavy eventually joins me. He manages to take out that heavy he was dueling with. Oh, pardon me, I think it was artillery, possibly, maybe, I'm not sure. And I keep on saying, you know, defend the base. If we, and I'm not saying defend the base necessarily. I'm saying, you know, if we work as a team, we could accomplish more than me just being here, so to speak, and doing nothing. But you know, I can't do nothing. You know, the Ari is signaling for me to go out there. You know, if I go out there, I'm just the weak link in the chain, so to speak. I'm just going to be the weak link, you know, the chink in our armor. But the heavy decides to finally pull back, and I feel confident. You know, I feel confident. Okay, we can possibly maybe do something. You know, the timer's on our side, so even if we, you know, get caught out in the open, we die, and etc. etc. Maybe the timer will just run out, and it'll be a draw. You know, I'll settle for that. You know, it was going to be a draw anyway if I just kept on sitting up in the base, you know, doing absolutely nothing. So what do you got to lose, kind of thing. So I figured, okay, the timer is on our side. The enemy won't grow a pair. So why don't we grow a pair? You know, I've lost just over 100 hit points. What the heck? Even though, you know, Arty. So slowly but surely I push up. Slowly is the key word here, ladies and gentlemen. Slowly but surely I push up. I double check, you know, the M103. How much health does he have? Okay, you're on minuscule health. That's why you're taking your time. M103, I'm actually grinding the M103 at the moment alongside the T-95. So, you know, he's not going to be a fantastic tank in town against the E75. They're kind of pretty much the same when it comes to health. But armor, you know, that E75 has the advantage. The E75 is a one-shot. My M103 is a one-shot. But you can easily pen an M103 if it's caught out in the open. Due to the hull being so very weak. With the E75, you angle, you're golden. You know, if they know where to shoot the weak spots, etc., etc., that's different. But with the E75, you can bounce a hell of a lot of shots. So yeah, so it's kind of in their favor, the enemy's favor, the game at the moment. But it's not at the same time, you know. And at the same time, the enemy seems to be lacking balls. But all that's going to change in a minute. All that is going to change, but a lot of ad-libbing. And the TD finally shows up, the tier 7 TD. So initially I think, okay, possibly maybe I can see him. You know, I didn't look where he was on the map. He's all the way in the back. There you go, he's gunning for Ari. And yeah, so, but I you know, I can't get him. I don't have the speed, so I turned my attention towards this E75. And I was thinking to myself, at the same time as I'm going towards this E75, I'm going uphill. It's going to give me height, so to speak, because my N103 is going back to deal with the TD, who has in fact taken out our Arty. So there's no way they can cap and win. So I thought, okay, you know, take out the E75, take it from there, good to go. And the whole time I was thinking, Arty, he's fired, perfect, you're dead, buddy, you're finished, adios, good to go. But I was thinking, Arty, my M103 gets taken out, quickly move a little bit. Don't want Arty to get a shot into me. Not sure which artillery it was, and I decide I'm gonna, this is funny, well, not funny, T-95 slow funny. I decide I'm gonna get into town to hide from artillery. Then I realize, okay, this is, 20, 30 seconds. Just face the TD if he comes at you. And, the game's about to finish. 6 kills, Top Gun, and we're good to go. Just go for it. I'm lit up. There he is. Oh wow, Devastator. 7 kills. Second. Good to go. What a game. What a game. What a long ass drawn out game. Felt like it was never ever gonna get. It's a shame I couldn't have got the victory. That would have been nice. That would have been perfecto mundo. But I've been in these situations so many times in the T-95 where you're just defending, and a lot of times the enemy's just like, you know what, I'm exhausted. I cannot pen this thing. I'm just gonna move on, and they bugger off somewhere else, and I'm like, come back. I want to keep penning you. Like, nah, we're leaving. We're leaving. You suck. You troll, cheater, hacker. But anyhow, T-95, you love it to bits and you hate it to bits at the same time, equally. I'd say more love than hate. Take it easy, guys. Adios, muchachos.